determining control of Congress. If we have someone who truly represents our values and who will fight for working class families in the United States House of Representatives, unlike Congressman Bacon and his extremism, we need new leadership, everybody. And here's the thing, we have to put some hope, some joy, and optimism in the Oval Office with Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And we are in it. We are in it right now. I know you feel it because voting has started in Nebraska. Well, actually, I have a question for you all. Raise your hand if you've already voted. That's amazing. Raise your hand if you voted by mail. There you go. Now, raise your hand if you're voting on election day. Raise your hand if you're bringing 15 people to the polls and you're helping people get to the polls. It doesn't matter if you're voting early or in person or on election day. There are so many reasons why we vote. For some of us, it's for our families and children, so that we actually have economic security, so we can build wealth to pass on to future generations. Now, for some of us, it's for our freedoms. The freedom for women to make decisions about their own bodies. The freedom to live freely in your own skin without fear. The freedom to pursue the American dream, whatever that looks like for you. And for some of us, it's because we know that a second Trump term would be even worse. Look, no matter what your reason is, we all know that the most critical thing that we can do, and that each and every single one of you can do, is make sure that your voice is heard. You can go to iwillvote.com to make your plan to vote and make it happen. Now today, I am joined by some of the many voices in our community that are ready to vote for a new way forward and are ready to put the darkness and division of Donald Trump behind us. And they have each joined us here to share their reason why with every single person out here today. Now, as they share, I bet a lot of you are going to feel what they're saying and it's going to resonate. Their stories make so much sense because they're Nebraskans. We need to make sure that we're showing them the kind of support and that we're ready to get out there and vote. Not only for Kamala, not only for Harris and Walz and Democrats up and down ballot, but to show them the warmth and support that is needed to build the excitement between now and these next 17 days. So I want you to give these individuals an amazing round of applause. Let's show them some energy. Let's show them that compassion. Let's show them that love. First person. This is for you. This is for you all. This is for you all. First person that we've got is a dear friend, Nancy Williams. Please join us to share your reason why.
Thank you, Tony. Hello, everybody. My name is Nancy. 2 years ago, everything changed for women in this country. When Roe versus Wade was overturned by Supreme Court justices appointed by Donald Trump, I knew that I couldn't just sit back and watch. I believe each of us has the right to make our own personal medical decisions. Yes. I believe that women and people with the capacity for pregnancy across the country are in danger because we lost the protection of Roe. and Trump will only make that worse if he is elected president. My plan is to vote on Election Day. The right to vote is hard-won, and I do not take it for granted. I am grateful every time I step into the voting booth, and especially this year. I'm voting for my rights, I'm voting for my freedoms, and I'm voting for our liberty. I'm voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Hi, my name is Alexander, and I was born and raised in Nebraska, and I'm a student at UNO. This November, for the first time, I'll get to have a say in the future of this country by casting a vote for president. And that vote will be for Kamala Harris. I'm voting for Kamala so my generation can have the same opportunities that generations before us had to build a family and a future on our own terms and nobody else's. So we can focus on our education instead of worrying about being safe in our own classrooms. I'm voting because I know we can't afford another Trump presidency, which we know would be even more dangerous than the last one. And by voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, I also get to vote for a teacher, a coach, and a Nebraskan who understands the importance of having Nebraska students' backs and letting them be exactly who they are while loving who they love. I'm voting in person on Election Day because I will not let my future be decided for me. I'm going to be making my voice heard.
My name is Ellen. I am proud wife, mother, and native Nebraskan. I grew up in a conservative family. I was never really politically engaged.
We want to hear you.
Thank you, Tony. Start over? Yeah. Okay. So, hello, my name is Ellen. I am a proud wife, mother, and native Nebraskan. I was raised in a conservative family. I was never really politically engaged. But that all changed when I watched Vice President Kamala Harris deliver her first campaign speech this summer. It was in that moment that I realized what was truly at stake this election. On one hand, a man who's more concerned with giving his rich friends tax breaks than fighting for everyday Americans. A man who called for the termination of the U.S. Constitution. And who said he would use the military to go after his fellow Americans. And we all know he would be even more dangerous and unhinged in a second term. On the other, we have a great leader in the vice president. She will fight for our reproductive freedoms, our health care, and support the middle class. I am voting to give my son a better life. A life with more opportunity, more compassion, and more decency. That's why I was so proud to put my ballot in the mail and vote for Kamala Harris. And my vote has been accepted. But this is not just for my family. This is for the future of America. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ruth. Does that work? I'll do it again. Hi, I'm Ruth.
Hello, I am Jason.
Now, you may have noticed across the neighborhoods in the Omaha area some happy little blue dot signs going up lately.
So, where did all of those blue dot signs come from? Well, it did start with us creating first blue dot sign. But then something happened. Well, we made 10 for our neighbors, and then that went off the charts, and then we were making 100, and then we were making 500 and 1,000, and then finally we ended up making 5,000 hand-painted blue dot signs that made it to your yards. But then we had a little bit of a problem. You all wanted a lot of signs, and we couldn't keep up. So because we couldn't keep up, we knew we had to go a different route. And we found a local printer who cranked out 5,000 more signs. Ladies and gentlemen, there are well over 10,000 blue dot signs across Congressional District 2 because of you. So what happens now? What happens now? We are not stopping. Are you? No. We are not stopping until Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are elected the next president and vice president of the United States. So you've probably been asked, we've been asked, so what do these signs mean? These signs mean something, well, you could say small, we say no, it's mighty, because they are broadcasting across the front yards of Nebraska exactly what we're excited for. But you know what they're also telling everybody who's watching Nebraska? We are ready to turn a page and finally say so long to the darkness and division of Donald Trump. And we are thrilled to turn a page and turn that page to Kamala Harris and just to start to think about the great things that are going to happen under Kamala Harris, our next president. So folks, what can we all do? What you can do is we hope you drive around the area the next 17 days and you see blue dot sign after blue dot sign after blue dot sign, and you think to yourself, what kind of difference can one person make? Well, we'll tell you. In our case, 2 people, we can make a difference, and we know you can make a big, big difference.
So we invite you to join us in nominating and electing Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to be our next president and vice president. Because you know, signs do not vote, but you